Hey guys, today we're going to talk about love and how the power of love comes from within, not from without. Um, Oftentimes we can get really caught up in our experience and get stuff for selfish benefit for it to love us. We can get a pet because we need like that companionship and things that the pet brings us and fulfills with up to into us into our world. It's also sought out after like partners or children where um, we have a higher expectation for our partners to give us love and fulfill us with that need for love. Um, and when our needs aren't being met, we can become more selfish and say, "You're not loving me, and you're not being true, and you're not giving to me." But it's really, really important that we take a step back and first we acknowledge that love comes from within, not without. And you can never expect somebody else to love you the same way that you're going to love them at all. Everybody's on their own path, their own experience, their own growth cycles, and some people have different challenges than yours, and it's much more difficult for them to be as open and as freeing as you are. And so the best that we can do in ourselves is just continue to be my most positive self, my most loving self, and manifest in like all of those like positive ways, and like give that endlessly to others no matter what they give in response. If they don't have enough love to give you, then that's completely fine. That's completely you. It doesn't have enough love for me. That's okay. That's not why I have you in my experience. I have you in my experience because I love you and I want to like give to you and share with you and be involved with you, not because of what you bring to me and what like um, you do for me. And through that we get to be inspiring to others and like bring a selfless level of love. It's not about what I get in return, it's about what I give you. And of course there's mutual benefit. Of course there's mutual benefits because um, I'm gonna get something out of it. I'm gonna get time with you, so my like time together love language gets filled. I'm gonna get like emotional gratification out of it, so my emotional self's gonna get fulfilled because I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna sharing this experience with you. I'm giving you something that I love about you. I'm sharing that beauty with you. And so you're going to get all of that positive energy in response, and whatever negativities that you have is going to like weaken through that. And so first we have to take a second, stop, and look within. And acknowledge inside of us, how much do we love ourselves? Look in the mirror, spend some time on reflection, and say, what parts of myself do I not like? What parts frustrate me? What aspects within me do I reject, or I cover, or I mask? Oftentimes we mask over false senses of security. We can say something like, "Man, I love you, you're just a sexy devil." And then like mask how we actually feel within ourselves, and instead of address and say, like, "Yeah, you're really cute, but like I wish like your smile wasn't so crooked." And then be more honest with ourselves, within ourselves, about ourselves, and that honesty is going to allow us excuse me, clearing energies happens when I cough like this, but we mask within ourselves and hide from our true vision and our true illustration of who we think we are behind some falsehoods or some illusions or some pretense or false pretense that we like give others or even like feed ourselves to find more security. But we have to rip off the band-aid and be honest with ourselves and say, you know what, I don't like my figure, I don't like the way I look, this is offensive to me or hurts me or whatever I feel like within myself, and be truthful with you. And then sit with that energy, sit with that self, find it, love it, give it love, bring it love, appreciate it. It's the only body you have, it's the only self you get, it's the only experience, it's yours. Everything is you, it's all cultivated for you. And so no matter who's in and out of your experience, what other energies come around, you're always stuck with self. This is the only thing you can guarantee you're gonna have the whole time. And if you need to make this the most positive and like force behind your army and your like team and everybody is this first, everybody else is going to rally around this. Everybody else is going to be drawn to this. They're going to see this light and they're going to come to your aid and to your like beacon. But if you're not good here and you're looking out here for this self-confidence, this comfort, this love, gratification, and fulfillment, you're going to be taking from everybody else. and never getting gratification, never getting fulfillment. It doesn't matter how much somebody gives to you, it doesn't matter how much somebody loves you. You don't have the love within to stay in that space. And so their love weans out and runs out and like dissipates from your space, and you're going to need more because it felt so good. When if you take that second and stop and allow that love to penetrate you and fill you up and accept how this feels and take those words and sit with them and use them to feed and fuel yourself, that love starts to grow and cultivate and stay maintained in your space even after the person has exited, even long after your encounters have ended and you're like driving home alone. You still feel that love energy. Like, think of it like when you first meet a partner and you go out on like this first date and you have like a really great connection and you're driving home and you're just so excited you can't stop thinking about them, and like whatever, all of that energy that builds is like very similar as a constant when you're in this loving state. Is you're just like always excited and always infatuated with everything around you, big, small, like it doesn't matter if it's a tree or a rock. Like, you see the beauty in all of creation and all of reality around you, and you no longer need yourself fulfilled by like a dog giving you attention. You now have the dog because of how much you love the companionship that you can bring to the dog and share in that experiences together. You guys go on walks together, you guys do things together, you share in that togetherness, and in return the dog's gonna love you and give you his love and like bring you to his world and experiences. But you have to be good and right here first in order to have that in a mutual and selfless way. So we talked about appearance and sitting with our appearance. Now we have to talk about our actions and sit with our actions. We're always going to perform good actions. We're always going to perform bad actions. It's important that we see our actions, we see them as growth opportunities, and we grow from them. That is the absolute importance. If we kick ourselves when we're down, we're not our best teammate. We're not our best friend. We're hurting ourselves and like beating our own self up. And it's actually like kind of pathetic. It's a pity party. You're waiting for somebody to come save you. Like, feel bad for me, world. My problems are difficult, and you know I suck, and I'm not good enough, and I can't do it, and everybody hates me. And it comes off like a pity party. And you're just like begging for somebody to be like, oh, it's okay, it's so okay, like you're so fine, you're so great, look at all the good stuff you've done, you're so amazing. You need somebody to like, you're like begging for somebody to come and like uplift you and give this to you and like fill you full of love. And that's kind of a selfish thing, is like you're abusing yourself so that way somebody would feel bad enough for you to come and give you like attention. That's like a really selfish thing. Have like the maturity and discipline into yourself and say, hey, I'm feeling really hurt right now. I need attention. I need love. I'm having a difficult time. Can you like tell me good things? Because my internal self isn't being very positive. This is seeking that same type of fulfillment in a much more positive and direct way. You're no longer hurting yourself. You're seeking attention from your environment and saying, hey, I'm being very negative within myself. I need some reassurance right now. Can you help me? And be open to like however that unfolds. Go to the people you need to go to and tell them honestly and truthfully how you feel and what you need, and you're gonna get in response what you need because you're voicing it. It's the universe's job to give you that reassurance, that confidence, to fulfill that, challenge you with like expressing yourself and having the confidence to say, hey, these are my needs and they're not being met, and then like be understanding enough with how it comes off and say, thanks, I appreciate you like listening to me and being open to this. Even if they're closed off, you had a fight with your spouse and you're like, hey, I need reassurance that like things are going good, and they're like, I can't give that to you right now because like I'm still mad. And that hurts. Like, that hurts. It makes it way difficult for you to like stay faithful within yourself that everything's going to be good and right and like have that belief structure. But this is your challenge in this moment to see how much you can handle independently and still break through. You see they're hurting, you see that they are feeling so much pain within themselves that they're unable to give you any more love. And so their love energy is like way depleted and neglected and like unfulfilled and hurt. And to continue and to ask them and expect them to come and give you love and attention is very selfish. I can see that you're hurting. Like, why would I expect you, who's hurting so much, to pull yourself through it and make me feel okay? And so we have to be able to see within ourselves other people need help, other people need healing, and step forward first and say, hey, I hurt you, I can see that you're hurt, how can I help you, how can I heal you? And put your hurts and yourself forward in that moment, but not directed at them, not needy, saying, hey, I've been feeling hurt too, so I can like empathize, I can definitely understand, talk to me about this, like let's work through this. But make it their priority for them, to heal them, to get through with them. Acknowledge your mistakes, acknowledge yourself. This is how you heal yourself. I did these actions, these hurt you, I am responsible, I need to atone for this, I need to like have forgiveness on your end and do what I can do to make it right. Like, I see what I've done, take acknowledgement and responsibility for that, and like step into their power on it. And then however they respond, yeah, you're actually right, you fucking hurt me, you're a dick, I fucking hate you, like I don't even know why we're together right now, and you're having this conversation with me. And then all of the negative energy, you're gonna have to take that, you're gonna have to deal with that. And it's part of your challenge, it's part of your test to see how much you can stand into the face of adversity and still come out on top in your positive self. And the world's going to consistently give you more and challenge you more and greater and more in-depth details until you're able to like rise above all of the challenges at the end of the day fluidly. Your partner needs love, your partner needs healing. That's a selfless thing. To go at it and say you're hurting me and make it about self is a selfish thing. So we have to stop, sit back, acknowledge where we're hurting, acknowledge our pains, see where our partner's hurting and see their pains. Heal yourself enough where you can step into that space and heal them and bring them back into their power. We have people around us, I don't want to see my partner hurting. I don't want to see that. I don't know if anybody else does that I'm aware of, especially on their spiritual light journey. It hurts all of our feelings. We're all emotional and sentimental over it all. And so when we see our partner hurting so bad, we naturally want to help them. We naturally want to make them feel better and put ourselves aside and do everything for them, like no matter what the cost is. And so we have to get ourselves right and empowered first and acknowledge, hey, like this is my weakness, that's really hurt for me. I see her pains, that's why she's projecting all of this animosity at me. And so then you have to pull that pain out. You got to pull that animosity out. Stand in the fire, be direct about it, and be confident in yourself and say, yeah, I'm responsible for all this. Like, you're valid in how you feel. And, like, just tell me all of your pains and get all of that, pull all of that out. Don't shy away, don't hide from it, don't be defensive and make justifications or rationalities and say like, I hurt you because, like, it makes it okay. Nothing is okay, like if you hurt somebody, regardless of the reason, regardless if they hurt you first, there is no okay when you hurt somebody else. And so as our love gets filled, we are empowered and we're able to see more clearly through their pains, because we see that our pains are reflecting in our words and our hurts towards them. And it's only because we feel insecure, we feel pain, we feel threatened, we feel like out of power or out of sorts, and we can't voice that. We don't know how to voice that. We're not listening to ourselves. We're not in tune enough. We don't have enough love to voice that. So it comes off in grumpy ways. It comes off in animosity and frustration and like whatever, and like they ask something and you'll say a side comment and it'll like start something. It's because like your frustrations are coming off and you don't know how to like express it directly and forwardly and saying, hey, I still have pains and this is what my pains are from. So you need to like stop in yourself, collect this, work on it. It's a consistent process. Every being's going to challenge you in a different way on your love. Some beings are going to threaten you and you're going to have to come through that. Some beings are going to only like love themselves and you're going to have to love them through that. It's very selfless. And as we move from the concept of love to the embodiment of love, we're going to start to fade away in our archaic beliefs of what love is. That I only love you if you're nice to me, or I only love you if you're a good person, or I only love you if you like act well and like you're a good society member, or if you have these certain beliefs. Like, those are mental constructs of what love is. They're not true love. It's love with stipulations, love with restraints, love with conditions. I only love you in a conditional way. If you don't meet my conditions, I don't love you. That's selfish. That's like, my love is reserved only for some people. The other people don't get it. It doesn't matter who you are. That's all selfish. And as we move to our heart space, we start to see that everybody deserves love. Love is what everybody's lacking in a global scale. If there's not enough love in the world, and because we don't feel love within ourselves, our pains are coming across in a more directful way, in a more hurtful way to others, and others aren't feeling the love within themselves, so then your pain is coming into them and hurting them, and they don't know how to say and express that they're hurting and that you're hurting them, and then they're not empowered to give you the pain, the healing that you need, because they're in their space, in their mental space is like, I'm hurting and this is like taking away from me. And violence begets violence and continues forward on a scale until somebody is confident enough to say, hey, you're absolutely right, I hurt you, you're hurting, let me help you, let me heal you, I'm very sorry for what I've done. Bring that empathy forward and cry with them, share with them, heal them all the way, re-empower them, and be there for them without ever giving up. It's never a question of, should I give up? Should I like step down? Should I quit? Those are all mental restraints of weaker mind forms and weaker selves and lower aspects that are meant to like hold us down and keep us restrained into a third density like mental structure. There shouldn't ever be a question within our mind if we should quit, we should give up, we should change direction. We have to be certain in what we're doing, why we're here, what is our cause. If I'm here for you, I'm here for you until the very end. There's no until like you stop loving me. There's no like until you displease me or give up or like fall back or whatever. No matter how many times you fall down, I'm here to pick you up every single day, the whole way. And it's going to make you feel so good. It's going to make you feel so empowered and so warm and welcome that inevitably, it'll break through any of its character traits that are holding you back, that are your weaknesses, because together we're working through your challenges. And the more you learn your lessons, the more you work through your challenges, the more you grow. Once you grow, you have more love. And because you love more, you have more understanding of why to love. You have more like appreciation for the pains when there isn't love. And then you can see other people's pains and say like, man, I know how it feels not to be loved. Like, man, I totally feel so bad for you. Like, let me give you all of my love. Let me fill your cup up and hold this space for you while you cultivate love within yourself. We need somebody to come into our space. We need our partner to be there for us, with us, while we learn to love ourselves, to learn to love each other in a selfless way. And so as we learn on our challenges how we feel, we can relate to others and say like, wow, this makes me feel this way. I can only imagine how it makes you feel. And I'm so very sorry. Work together, be there with them. And together your love is going to continue to blossom and grow and blossom and grow. All of your negative selves, all of the lower entities and aspects are going to give you the reasons to give up. They're going to raise the emotional bar in a negative way. They're going to get you frustrated. They're going to like peak you on certain triggering circumstances or words or situations. Like, this is their objective, is to highlight anything they can throw at you in your experience to keep you in a suppressed and negative way. And the only way you can rise above this is to see this coming, see these hurts, see these animosities, see the traps ahead of you, and acknowledge that, yeah, I see that this is hurting me, but it's not going to take my power away. It's not going to make me treat you any different. It's not going to make me love you less. In fact, I have to see through this challenge within myself, maybe bring it up and saying, this is how I'm feeling. This is the energy that's like suddenly overcoming me. Raise the awareness of the room that now you're suddenly hurting too. And then the room can feel and respond appropriately. It's how we share our pain with others. It's not about like just allowing others to come and help us and wait for that healing. We have to bring it out. We have to get up and heal ourselves. Other people might not always be there. We were chosen for this assignment. We were chosen to be here for this mission because of our ability to stand up over and over again on our own. And after we're done, we naturally gravitate to others and help others up over and over again without giving up. We can do this. Come on, guys, you got this. Yeah, that was difficult, but I've seen your power. I've seen you work through other situations, and I know next time you got this. And bring that energy to the forefront to everybody around your experience and keep them enlightened, keep them empowered, keep pushing them to grow in their mission, because it's for their better self, for their love, for them. You want to see them grow and them blossom and them illuminate and be everything that they want to be, and that's love. I love you so much. I want to help you and empower you and be here for you in every way to give you the fullest experience you can have. And if it's not being my partner, then I'm supporting you as a friend in all of the ways. And if it's not being my friend, I'm supporting you from afar while you're away. Like, hey, sending love, projecting love. I hope you're having a good time, even though we don't talk. If I think about you, I'm sending love towards you. Hey, man, I hope like doctor school's going well. I hope like your vacation's well. I haven't seen you in 5 years, but I know like I saw you on Facebook and I hope you're doing good. Project that positivity to your friends and send it there in your conscious field. This all reflects back in yourself. The more you give, the more you get. And so we can become selfish first and say, well, how come I'm not getting love? How come I'm not getting attention? How come I'm not getting affection? Why do I have to give it first? It's our job, our mission to give what the world needs. We have so much love inside of ourselves, so much beauty, so much power. The world's taken it away, beating us down in different ways, giving us like hardships and challenges and like really taking our space. And we have to really remember that the more we give, the more we receive. And by giving our love to others, others in turn will give their love back to us. They will appreciate our efforts. They will like be understanding with our feelings and our emotions and be there for us and acknowledge within themselves how good they feel when we are around. And they're going to want to reciprocate that. Hey, I love the way you make me feel. I love your energy. I love your vibe. Can I be with you more? I want to be in your space. Let's hang out. Let's do something. What you doing? Like, let's do yoga. Let's do something together. They're going to be attracted to you and gravitate towards that energy. But you have to bring that light out, and you have to bring that light forward and live in that. Heal from your pains. Call people up. Address them with a counselor or your spouse. I have other videos. Check them out on how to like liberate yourself. Release this energy and welcome in your love, and see with understanding how other people feel the same way under similar circumstances, and acknowledge that everybody has different challenges and a different mission and a different perspective and viewpoint, and it's them and unique to them. And that's why we love our spouse, because of all of their unique selves, all of their manifested energies and how they look at all of reality and come across and manifest and viewpoint and time together. We love that about them so much that we want to spend our time together with them and then marry them and spend like the rest of our lives with them. And so see that on an individual level, but to a global perspective. Every single individual person is sharing this experience, given a beautiful opportunity to like be presented in your reality and say, hey, how are you doing? I love you, I miss you, I haven't seen you in a while. Let's build a new connection, let's build a new friendship. And the next thing you know, you have new friends, you have new people, new others in your reality. And you have to be blessed for the opportunity that you were given to have those experiences and have those friendships. I have a lot of friends that are in my past that I no longer get to see, but I'm still blessed and still grateful for all of the experiences and lessons that they brought me. The times were great. I had so much fun. And life takes us away and people are no longer around, but it doesn't change like my appreciation for their existence and their experience. And I project forward, looking forward to the next encounter with them as life brings us back together. And then hope their experiences are manifesting in the most positive way. And you just send all of this positive energy in like the highest way you can think of. And the more you elevate and focus on the highest light, the more you lose those lower undesirable qualities that we may dislike in ourselves. The more you practice love, the more you love those undesirable qualities. Undesirable qualities will fade away with love every time. Every time. The only thing that will replace it is love. You're saying, I don't like this, but this is what I like. Love. I don't like my nose. I love my nose. And it'll replace love and appreciation. It's the only body you get. It's the only nose I got, man. And like the only ears I got. Like love and appreciate them. Like grew my hair out so I can like enjoy my hair. And like love having hair. Love yourself And then that fills you up every time you see your hair, every time you see your nose, your eyes, whatever your thing is. You're able to be like, wow, you look cute. I love you. Like, good job, Brandon. And if you have like a doubt, acknowledge that doubt. It's like, had a little bit of doubt. Okay, all right, I see you, doubt. I need you to go away. Like, you're no longer beneficial to me. Like, we love ourselves. I am love. I am love. I am love. Practice your affirmations. Get back to core values. See what negative energy presented itself for you and try to like bewitch you and change your thought process. Address it and say, hey, that's not okay. This is not what we're practicing. Treat them like a child. Your behaviors are unacceptable. They are below the standard. You're no longer welcome in my space. Goodbye. Raise the bar. Raise the standard of what type of energy beings you're allowed to interact with. Loving ones. All right, guys. So this is the end of the video. Please comment, post, like, etc. Really get back to loving self. Learn self-love. It'll project all over the world, all over yourselves, all over the people around you. It's like this miracle breakthrough where it's not about others, it's self first. Loving self, appreciation for self, and you naturally project it out. You naturally give it to others. It makes you feel good. Nobody can take your power, nobody can take your space. You're filled and secured in here and full of love. Other people can't give you, fill this away or take this away. So fill this up and get secure in here first. You guys are all really amazing and brilliant light beings. And we're getting back to our healing process. Loving self first. We're about to hit through ascension markers. And so let's embody this fourth density experience all the way. Christ consciousness. Embody the values of Christ to the letter, to the highest degree. Do not hurt others. Don't hate. Don't be animosity. Practice this in every form that you can. All right. Have a great day. Love and light. Yeah, I love you guys.